And hello, everybody. Everybody say a nice big hello. Hello. So you guys can be heard, I can be heard. That must mean it is time for the Extreme Improv Extreme Show, the fast-paced improvised comedy show where we make up scenes, songs, stories, and so much more entirely based on your suggestions, audience. So make sure you are very suggestive, because tonight is night number 2 in the Extreme Improv Extremed World Championship 2023. So yes, last night we had our first quarterfinal round. If you haven't seen it, once you're done watching tonight's show, make sure you head over to youtube.com/Extreme Improv, smash that subscribe button and check out all the action you missed. Now, audience, this is a championship show and we've got a fantastic lineup of performers, and there may even be 1 or 2 more people running the show at a certain point. We don't know, perhaps, I don't know. But we're going to need your support. The performers are going to need lots of suggestions for the scenes that they're going to be making up, and they're going to need lots of votes and lots of comments just to motivate us to show no sound on YouTube. Refresh the page. Let me check this shit. Right, the first rule of Extreme Improv... They can't hear me anyway. Right, the first rule of Extreme Improv is things are going to go wrong. The second rule of Extreme Improv is things may not always be fair. And the third rule, the best one of all, no refunds. So, let's see. Do we have sound? Yes, we have sound. It is your computer. It is your laptop. I take no responsibility. So, yeah. So, audience, give us lots of votes. Give us lots of suggestions. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to crack on with it momentarily. So, first things first, though. As I said, direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen. There you'll see the suggestion box. Now, currently in the suggestion box, it does say support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/Extreme Improv. Invite your friends to like the channel. The more people that subscribe to the channel, the more YouTube will recommend the shows out for others to discover. So it's a great situation. Now, in a moment, I'm going to change what we're looking for in the suggestion box. And audience, if you could give us some suggestions of random words. Give us some suggestions of random words, and we will use them to inspire our opening game. But for now, let's meet tonight's performers, starting with Corey. Say hello to the people.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello. How are we doing, my friends? My name is Corey. I'm from Canada there, folks. It's nice and cold, home of the Maple Leafs, the Sperm Jack Whales, and Dildo, Ontario, which I visited one time with David.
Yes, absolutely. I remember it like it was just yesterday. Now, speaking of people that I met just yesterday, well, it wasn't quite yesterday, it was a few days ago. I met this person in real life for the very first time. Katie, say hello to the people.
Oh, hello to the people. Today you'll see behind me a piano. It's not mine. You'll also see a cat. It is mine. That's it.
Okay, wow. Now speaking of other things that belong to Katie, Charlotte, you're somewhere in the back of that room, I'm sure, as well. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I am. Nicely noticed, David. I'm super excited to be here in this championship.
Yes. Now, someone who isn't super excited, in fact, I think they're a bit resentful. Capelthave, what's going on?
You know, war is not my thing, but you keep driving me in it. Every time I try to get out, you pull me back in. So I'm here from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodiles, and these are my war colors for this Extreme Championship.
Yes. Now, speaking of war colors, someone who has returned from the depths of hell going by the flames, Christine, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. Yes, I am on fire tonight. Good luck, other competitors. I'm calling from Seattle, and it might be gloomy gray here, but everything's about to get bright.
Yes, now speaking about things that are bright, JD, you are bright, you are here. Tell the people something good.
I am bright in here in my basement. Actually, a little bit gloomy.
Okay. Now, speaking of, well, gloomy, this is a bit of a grim segue. Right, speaking of people who are never gloomy, Gerald, say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. I'm out of Seattle as well, and at least my part of the Seattle area actually has nice blue skies right now, so not gloomy like Christine has, so she must be in the bad part of town.
Yes. Now, someone who is never in the bad part of anything is Ruth. Say hello to the people.
Oh, hello, everybody. Thank you, David. No, I don't like being in the bad part of anything. It's very nasty here, though. It's dark, it's wet, it's cold. Yes, I am in the UK, and it's Banbury. Sorry.
No, that is quite all right. Now, with that, we're going to get on with our opening game. And we're going to start off with what's known as a duo verbatim scene. They're going to be two performers in this scene, and they're going to have 45 seconds to attempt to create a dramatic scene for you. Then we're going to get another two performers who will have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate the original scene as precisely as they can. Now, audience, there will be lots of times to vote and give suggestions and comments, so keep giving us stuff into the comment section and we will read it aloud periodically throughout the show. But for now, starting things off, we're going to have JD and we're going to have Christine. JD and Christine, let's put you into the spotlight. So here we see JD, here we see Christine, and to inspire your scene, you have going to have light year. A light year of some kind is going to inspire your scene. You have 45 seconds on the clock. Take it away.
To infinity and beyond.
Let's go!
Captain,
To the ladder!
there is ship distress. Those are running around with their hairs on fire. It's mayhem. What are we going to do?
I suggest water. Where's the water?
Well, I don't know, Captain. Half of the people, they melt with water. We can't just throw water and lose half of our crew.
Well, that's what you get when you hire witches. They melt when you hit them with water.
Yeah.
And that
I don't
is
know.
time. That is time. Thank you very much, JD and Christine. So now we're going to have another two performers who will attempt to recreate JD and Christine's scene as precisely as they can with the roll of the dice. I can see that it's going to be Corey, and I can see it's going to be Katie. Corey and Katie, let's put you on spotlight. Here we see Corey. Here we will find Katie. 45 seconds, and here you go.
What? Captain! Captain! What do we do?
I'm the captain. Ah.
There's everybody's got their hair on fire.
Did you mean to say infinity and beyond? I think you did.
Infinity and beyond. With
That's
their
right.
fire.
All right. Yes, their hair's on fire. We need water.
Yeah. Water.
That's the trouble. When you hire witches, they melt when you get them wet.
It's very controversial, isn't it?
I don't know. Are you saying some kind of double entendre about witches?
And
or...
that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So now we're going to have another two performers who will have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Katie and Corey's recreation of Christine and JD's original scene. Rolling the dice, I can see that it's going to be Gerald, and I can see it's going to be Capelthave. Gerald and Cap, let's put you on spotlight. Here we see Gerald. Here we see Cap. 45 seconds. Take it away.
Hey, Captain.
Yes, I'm the captain, apparently. Do you meant to say
To infinity and beyond.
Yes, and we're on fire, apparently.
Yes, we need some water.
But we can use them, though, because, the witches will burn. The witches are bitches.
Yes, we can't do that because there are too many witches that we have, and then they would go away. But is that a double entendre?
It could be, though. I don't know what that means. I mean, we're literally in hell now.
That we are. I think we need to
And
get out
that
of
is
here.
time. That is time. No truer words than Gerald saying that we are. Right, so now we're going to come to our last two performers who will attempt to recreate. So we are going to come to... Actually, who is that? Who has not had a go? Ruth and Charlotte. Ruth and Charlotte, you'll have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Gerald and Cap's recreation of Katie and Corey's recreation of Christine and JD's original scene. So here we see Charlotte, here we see Ruth. 45 seconds on the clock. Take it away.
Captain!
Yes, I'm the captain.
Yeah, well, yes. To infinity and beyond.
Let's go.
Yeah, but we're on fire.
Oh no. Well, what can we do? Go get some water.
Yeah, but there's a problem with that because we've got too many witches on board.
Ah,
Witches or
right, the
witches? I
witches.
can't remember which it was.
Ah, right. That's quite controversial, don't you think?
Well, yes, especially if you get water on them because they'll all melt.
Yes, they will melt. Well, I think we're in hell now anyway.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm in
And that
hell.
is time. That is time. So now, in this game of verbatim audience, as we always do, we're going to take things full circle. In a moment, we're going to come back to Christine and JD, who will have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Charlotte and Ruth's recreation of Gerald and Cap's recreation of Corey and Katie's recreation of Christine and JD's original scene. So, you're not recreating yourselves or anyone else other than Charlotte and Ruth. Here we see Christine. Here we see JD. 45 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom.
Captain!
Yes, the ship's on fire. We need water.
To infinity and beyond!
Yes, water. We need water.
But-
There's so many witches on board.
There are so many witches. It's quite controversial that there's so many witches on board.
Is it? I'm not really sure what that means.
Well, if you put water on them, they will melt, and that's a horrible thing to do.
It's okay because we're in hell anyways.
We are in hell, Captain. I wish you hadn't have done such horrible things that would have got us here in the first place.
And scene. Well done. Well done. So, well done, JD. Well done, Christine there. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? Now, put your votes into the comment section for whichever pair you thought did the best recreation. Either Christine and JD, Katie and Corey, Gerald and Cap, or Ruth and Charlotte. Put your votes into the comment section. We're going to power on to our next game. But, Nick, are you with us? Hey! Hello, Nick. Join the party.
Hello.
Now, I said we may get some surprise run in, and they are no more surprising than Nick. How are you, Nick?
Good, how are you?
I'm fabulous. Now, we're going to get on with our next game, and Nick, you can start things off here. In fact, Nick, I'm going to give you a bonus point because I'll have to fess up. Nick said could he join tonight? 'Cause he couldn't join other nights, and I forgot to send him the link, so that's my bad. I'm giving you a bonus point, Nick. Right, so there you go. Yeah, I know it gets
David,
serious.
you
in a
didn't
minute,
send the
guys.
link to me
Right.
personally either.
Everyone else had a chance to get points here, so they'll get votes. But Nick, I'm giving you one. But you will also get to start this next round. So,
Well, if that's how it's going to play, I just wanted to say I really love your shirt, David.
it's good. It's the King of Hearts' own heart. Corey in particular will appreciate this. Now, O Canada. So we are going to go on to our next game, and our next game is what's known as Single Syllable Showdown. Single Syllable Showdown, and the way this works, slightly different than we usually play it for the performers, but for the audience, I will explain. We will have two performers in our scene at any one time, and everything they say has to be single syllable words. So, for example, they can say hi, but they cannot say hello. They can say Dave, but they cannot say Dave-id. Everything has to be single syllable words. If they say anything that's got more than one syllable, they're eliminated from the scene. If they hesitate, they're eliminated from the scene. And if they have what we deem to be a circular conversation, which has a very limited locabulary, vocabulary, or doesn't push the scene forward, they will in fact be eliminated from the scene. Now, because it's championship season, this is about scoring some bonus points, and for every 30 seconds that they manage to stay in without breaking the rules, they will get a bonus point. Up to 90 seconds, if they make it to 90 seconds, they will be tagged out and the next performer will come in. So, let's have a look what this is going to be about. Audience, just whilst we're doing this scene, give us some suggestions of famous movies. Give us some suggestions of famous movies, and as we get going, I will tally up the points from the last vote, because we're going to keep things going forward. Right, so this is going to be something to do with a helicopter, which is a nice single-syllable word. So, we're going to start things off with Nick, as I said, and we're going to put in Ruth. Nick and Ruth, and your time starts... Wait for it.
Topic again, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
What's the topic again? I apologize.
Oh, about helicopters. Single syllable showdown, and your time starts now.
Can you fly that bird?
I fly this bird.
How fast does it go?
1 to 2 miles per hour.
Oh, that's quite slow.
Yes, you think. Darn it.
Oh, that's what we're going to count as a hesitation there, Nick. So we're going to pause that timer. Nick, we will tag you out. And oops, you're gone. And Capelthave, you are in, and your time starts again now.
Hi.
It's a bird.
Yes, of a kind.
What kind?
One with blades. They go round and round a lot.
Then?
What do you mean then?
What happens next?
We fly in it.
Happens.
Oh, happens, you're right. I didn't even spot that. So, Cap, you are tagged out. Right, and let's have a look. Katie, you are in. And continue.
Wow, Ruth, it's so big.
I know. And it's mine.
So you can fly it, for sure.
No, I can't fly it. I fly in it.
Fly me to Prague.
Why?
Oh, was there a challenge there, guys?
Yes, it was. Prague.
What?
Is it Prague 2 syllables? No, my bad.
Okay, don't worry. We appreciate the input. And... oh, in fact, Ruth, you have made it to your 90 seconds, so we tag you out with a bonus point. Let's grab another performer. Who has not been in yet? Give me a wave. Gerald, you are in, and your time continues now.
Can we go to Prague?
Yes, let's. Why not?
What time?
6.
PM or AM?
Nighttime, I think.
That sounds good.
Will you come with me all the way to Prague?
Yes.
I'm scared.
Don't be. It's fun.
Fine. As long as you drive.
I don't know how to fly.
Oh, that's bad.
Definitely.
Can
Who flies Ruth?
Buzz.
Oh, Buzz, what's the challenge?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, who said that? Gerald. Oh, yeah, my bad. Well done, guys. I appreciate you helping me with this, because I'm, like, operating 2 timers at once, and it's taking up more brain power than I have. Who has not been in yet? Give me a wave. And JD, you are in. And, take it away.
Where do we go?
Prague. Fast.
Rock fast?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, Oh, freeze again. Katie, you've made it to your 90 seconds. So we tag you out with a bonus point. Has anyone not been in? Is there anyone not been in? Christine. Right, and we'll see if anyone else hasn't been in a moment. But your time continues now.
Hey there. Do you want to ride in my bird? It goes quite fast.
How fast?
There's one. Did she say wanna? Do we count that as two syllable
freeze.
word?
What's the challenge? You said what?
Wanna.
Oh, I'm going to say that was want to. Right, okay.
Want to.
Yeah, we're going to continue on there. Right, go for it.
Let's go.
Right now. Get in.
Okay.
Oh,
How do
okay is technically two syllables.
it is.
There's one word. Oh, so sorry. There, JD. Has anyone not been in? Has anyone not been in? Charlotte,
Me.
you are in. Okay, I'll get anyone else who hasn't been in. But your time continues now.
No shoes in my birds. Take them off.
They are off.
Good. Get in.
Which belt should I use?
The one on the right.
Great.
Make sure it's tight.
It's tight.
Must be safe. Where to?
How do you think Quart sounds?
Pink.
Not Prague. It's lame.
Oh, and that is time there. Christine, has anyone not been in?
Corey.
Corey, okay, good. I can only see so many people at the top. And, okay, your time continues now.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I think I'm lost.
What horse did you ride in on?
Buzz. Horse.
Okay, the horse is one syllable. we appreciate the input, but thank you very much. We'll continue.
I took a cab, not a horse.
You rode a cow?
A cow? No.
The thing that goes moo?
What do you want from me?
I want to know how you got here.
Oh,
I
we're never going to
don't-
find out. Charlotte, you've made it to your 90 seconds. Has anyone not been in? Has anyone not been in? Speak now. Okay, so Corey, you're not done. You've only done 40 of your seconds. I will now try to last out the time and continue.
Who is this guy now?
I'm your best friend from school.
I don't have friends.
Not now you don't. I saw what you did.
Tell me what I did.
You did it to the girl.
How dare you?
You stole her yo-yo. I think yo-yo technically is.
That's a two-syllable.
And careful, you get the points. Well done, everyone. Now, good. Excellent stuff. So, let's have a look. We're going to go on to our next game. Our next game is... Our next game are going to be some 1-minute remakes. Each of our performers are going to get 1 minute to recreate a famous movie. And at the end, audience, you'll get to vote which one you thought is most Oscar-worthy. But audience, tell us basically what you're thinking of the show. You're giving us lots of suggestions. We want comments as well. Tell me things that are fun to read out. So let's reset the list here. So I'm going to reset our digital dice. And audience, if you haven't done so already, smash the subscribe button on youtube.com/extreme improv. The more people that subscribe, even if you don't specifically watch it, it will just tell YouTube to share the video out to more people. And then there'll be more people to watch and give votes and suggestions and comments. So let's have a look who's going to go first. And it's going to be Christine. Christine, could you give us a 1 minute remake of The Sound of Music? The Sound of Music. and your time starts now.
Oh, I'm just a poor nanny. I don't have a job. Oh, I'll go get a job at this big, lovely mansion. I hear he's a bachelor. I'll pretend to be innocent and I'll make him love me. Oh, look, he has many little brats. I hate children, but I'll pretend that I do by breaking out in song. Ah, they're not wearing any clothes that I like. I'm going to take curtains down and sew them. Ah, they look like idiots, but let's sing a song anyway. Wait, the Germans are here. The Germans are after us. We need to run away. Let's hide away. Oh, but there's a daughter who loves this boy who's in the army, and that's just wrong. But I'm going to sing about it anyway. And then there's a happy ending, and I fall in love
And
with the
that is
bachelor.
time. Perfectly timed there, Christine. Well done.
Wow, best version of Sound of Music I've ever seen.
Okay.
Really?
Next up will be Corey. Corey,
Oh,
let's find
son
a
of-
movie for you. Could
I dare
you
you
please
to.
give us
Yeah.
The Princess Bride? The Princess Bride. And your time starts now.
Hey there, grandson. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess who would become a bride. And we cut to the actual story. Oh, my name is Tío Antonio. You killed my father. I kill you now. Something like that, I think. Anybody want a peanut? Precisely. That's me, Wallace Shawn. He has some iconic lines in this movie, but I don't know what they are. Oh, sword fight, sword fight. Oh, I'm so tall you can't even see me. I think there's some horseback riding. Grandson, what did you learn so far? I don't know. Great. Okay. Another character. I'm the horse now, I think. I haven't seen this movie in so long.
And that is time.
And that's the moral
That
of the
is
story.
time. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's roll the dice and we're going to power on, see
I think
who
I had a
goes
stroke,
next.
David.
Right, so next up is going to be Cap. Cap, could you give us a 1-minute remake of Bridget Jones's Diary? Bridget Jones's Diary. And here you go.
Hello, my name is Bridget Jones. Day 1. And that's all I know about myself, apparently. And you know what happened to me today as I walked by the road? There was Godzilla. And then King Kong appeared. And he didn't kidnap me. Am I blonde? Yes, I am blonde, I think. But he didn't kidnap me. He went for the brunette for some reason. I took offense to that. But then they climbed up, Godzilla and King Kong, at the top of the Empire State Building. What am I doing in America? I'm supposed to be British, aren't I? Anyway, it was a nice holiday, though. And then came Superman, and he joined in on the musical. It was such a wonderful experience.
And that is time. That is time. Thank you very much there, Cap. Okay, so let's roll the dice and see who's going to go next. Gerald, you'll go next. Cruise Princess says, best version of Princess Bride I've ever seen. So there you go, Corey.
She's never seen the movie then, I think.
Okay, D. Lindsay1 says, this group is good. The Gallant Hero says, this is going great. Brilliant show, so funny. Corey Birch says, kick out Cap. What? Wow. Unbelievable. Corey. Right, now.
That's somebody else. That can't be me, David. I would never
Fair
say
play.
that.
Okay, so, Gerald, could you please give us a 1-minute remake of Night at the Museum? Night at the Museum.
Good one. That's a
and
good one.
here you go.
Oh man, I just lost my job. Well, I'm gonna have to find a job. Okay, I'll apply to the museum. Okay, you can be the night watchman. Okay. There's some weird sounds or something. Wait a second. Teddy Roosevelt, his statue, is talking to me. He's actually Robin Williams. And he's pointing out all kinds of things, and all of a sudden, Pocahontas is talking to me, too. Okay, this is really crazy. Thankfully, my day's done. Next day, okay. Hey, son, I got this really crazy thing that's happening at the museum. Do you want to come check it out? Oh, okay, come on, Dad. Go to the museum. Wait a second. There's the old guy that, no, he wasn't from Sound of Music. His name's Dick Van Dyke, and he was in another show with dancing and stuff. And he wants to steal this special tablet that is going to change that's going to basically take all the magic away from the museum. I can't let that happen. Wait, there's people escaping and stuff.
That is time. Well done. I just love that there's probably a parallel world out there where Dick Van Dyke is in The Sound of Music. And then you'd have the trilogy of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins, and Sound of Music as Dick Van Dyke movies. Right, let's see who's going to go next. Okay, so 2, 4... Ruth, let's find something for you. Could you please give us... no, I just said Bridget Jones. Right, how many Bridget Jones sequels are there? Like, we're not going to do all of them on this show. Right, okay.
Does Godzilla appear in any of them?
Godzilla, I don't think so.
Oh, of course.
Could you give us 4 weddings and a funeral? 4 weddings and a funeral, and your time starts now.
Oh, it's a wedding today. It's always a wedding. It's another wedding, and the same people are going to the same wedding. Oh, look, Hugh. He's not really called Hugh, but it's Hugh Grant anyway. He's a little bit. Oh, I'm just so confused. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to a wedding. Of course I am. We always are going to weddings, aren't we? Yes, you're going to a wedding. Yes. How many weddings are there? Oh, about 4 of them, I think. Hang on. That's not a wedding over there. I'm very sad. It's a funeral now. All have got to be really sad at the funeral. I can't be sad because I'm very jolly. Oh, no, it's my funeral. I'm very, very dead. Oh, dear. There is a dead person going to that wedding over there. Oh.
And that is time. That is time. I love the surprise twist at the end of that film when Eeyore turns up. Oh, dear. Right, okay. So
it was like 4 weddings and a funeral in The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
That was so good, Ruth. Oh, my God.
Okay, next up, Katie. Let's find a movie for you. Could you give us The Terminator? The Terminator. And here you...
What, me? No. I'm
this is Frozen. We are seeing Gerald. There is 2 Geralds and no Katie. So let's add Spotlight. Okay.
No,
I'm going to add actual Gerald and see what happens. There you go. Now, for some reason, Gerald, like that, you are sneaking into Katie's scene. And your time starts now.
We're all very worried about where all this AI is going. What's going to happen? Maybe some of them will be good. Maybe some of them will be bad. Maybe some of them will do the dishes. Who knows? I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've been waiting a long time for this role. I'm very happy to be playing this metal giant. I'm very sorry about my offensive accent to everybody out there. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fight sequences with lasers. Choo, 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 choo. And they tried to kill Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I think he might be a good robot. Oh, and I think maybe he tries to save the children. Will somebody please think of the children in the kindergarten? He's the kindergarten Terminator.
And that is time. That is time. Well done.
The fights with lasers was a perfect line. I think Sam fights with lasers.
Who has not had a go yet? Who has not had a go? So Charlotte, JD, and Nick. So next up will be Charlotte. Charlotte, could you give us Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore? Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. And here you go.
Well, we found some fantastic beasts in the first movie, and I think they all live underground, and we found them in the cities. And now we discover the secret of Dumbledore. Turns out he came over from his Harry Potter world and is now here also searching for all of these fantastic beasts. Oh no, and now we all have to learn magic to defeat him and protect the beasts because they are actually not harming anyone and we just stumbled upon them. And now we have to fight with our wands. Pew, pew. And now all the fantastic beasts are trying to help us defend Dumbledore. And oh, that's Harry Potter over there. He's going to save us all. And now we will all defeat Dumbledore and save the city and have our epic poses from the posters that were everywhere because we have won. We have
And
saved
that is
all the beasts.
time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So let's roll
Dumbledore was
dice
the villain
and
all along.
see who's going to go next. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. JD, could
JD.
you please give us Bridget Jo? No, I'm joking. Right, could you please give us we've got all of them suggested. Right. Bridget Jones in the Chamber of what? No. Okay, let's see. Could you give us a 1-minute remake of oof. These are all terrible suggestions, audience. Terrible. Okay, could you give us a 1-minute is Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me a movie or a TV show?
It's a TV show.
I think TV show or miniseries.
Okay, well, let's get an actual movie. Could you give us a 1-minute remake of Rat Race? Rat Race, JD.
Ooh.
And here you go.
Oh, here we're all in the casino gambling. Oh, look, we got a coin, I believe. Oh, yeah, let's meet in this secret room and meet all these rich people. Oh, it's a race. Oh, okay, for some amount of money. Oh, okay. Oh, get out my way. It's a race. I'm winning. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, let's go past him and go onto this bus and oh no, the tire is broken or not broken. Let's switch it. Oh no, we angered some people for some reason. No, we're running, and these two family members are going in this very fast car, and there we go. Oh, and now we're somewhere. Oh,
And that is time. That is time.
Perfect.
Well done.
Good job.
Well done. So, that leaves us with Nick. Nick, let's find something for you. Have you seen Twin Peaks? No. Okay, Back to the Future. We haven't done it. We should do it. Right. So, Back to the Future. And
Bridget
here...
Jones.
Hold on,
Bridget
which
Jones.
one?
surprise us, Nick. And here, all of them. Here,
All
you.
three. Let's go.
Oh,
Go.
okay. I can do that in 2, and I'll do Back to the Future. All right. All right, Monty, we need to... So I came up with this time machine, and we're going to go... Wait, Doc, are you telling me you came up with the time machine? Yeah, it's powered by plutonium, which I stole from the Libyans. And today we're going to go to the Twin Pines Mall, and we're going to go try out this time machine, which I made out of DeLorean. Because if we're going to travel to the future, we might as well travel in style. Doc, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I'm in. So we're at the mall now. We're at the Lone Pines Mall. It's like 11:52 p.m., I think it is. Great, we're going to send Einstein into the future exactly 1 minute. Doc, that's crazy. All right, let's do it. 1 minute later, the DeLorean disappears. DeLorean comes back. Oh my God! That's so crazy that it works.
And
clocks
that is
are exactly synchronized.
time. That is time. So, audience, okay, it is now going to be a voting opportunity. So, audience, give us suggestions of professions as I asked a few minutes ago. But also, it is time to vote. I'll tell you the name of the performer and what movie they did, but also just vote for the name of the performer or the movie. Whichever one you vote for, I will tally up the points as we continue onwards. So are you going to vote for JD in Rat Race? Are you going to vote for Nick in Back to the Future? Corey in The Princess Bride? Ruth in 4 Weddings and a Funeral? Katie in The Terminator? Charlotte in Fantastic Beasts? Capelthave in Bridget Jones? Christine in The Sound of Music? Or Gerald in Night at the Museum? Put your votes into the comment section. But for now, we are going to power on to our next game. So, for our next game, we're going to do a joke-telling game. And, audience, I asked you for suggestions of professions, and we're going to use them for this. First of all, let's have a quick check of the comments. Rob Kirby says, Twin Peaks. That's a movie. Right, okay. Twin Peaks was a TV show. Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me was a full feature movie. Think I'd suggest a TV show? I don't know, Rob. You always suggest movies I've never heard of, so who can say? Right, so anyway, we're going to play Doctor Doctor. We're going to tell jokes which will follow the rhythm. Doctor Doctor, I feel like a blank. Doctor Doctor, I feel like a blank. And then you make up your punchline. You'll replace the word blanks with a name of a profession as suggested by our audience. So it'll be Doctor Doctor, I feel like a name of profession, and then your punchline. Give a wave if you have a joke so that we don't all come in at the same time. And we're going to start off with Doctor Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. Doctor Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. If you have a joke, give a wave. Corey.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. I can't stop blushing.
Aha. Capelthave.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. Then take some off then.
Okay, Corey.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. I got smoky eyes.
Okay, anyone else? Makeup artists. Capelthave.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. Who have you done makeup to? The Grinch from Jim Carrey. And now that's why you feel like green.
Yes, indeed. Christine.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. My name is Moulin Rouge.
Katie, was that yours as well?
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. Well, go home and give yourself a full beat.
Okay, anyone else for makeup artists? Otherwise, we will mix it up. Going once, going twice. Ruth.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. Has someone been touching you up?
Oh, wow, you went there. Christine.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. The doctor says, calm down and go take a powder.
Okay, was there another hand up that I saw? No? Okay, let's mix it up. Okay, Gerald.
Doctor, I feel like a makeup artist. I want a facial. I can't say that on this show.
Wowzers. You probably can say it on the show, as long as we don't say it too often. Right, okay, so let's have a look. Now, we're going to go with Doctor. It's a comment I didn't see earlier. Matty B says, who needs Netflix when we have these great remakes? But we are going to go with Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. I can't speak tonight. Dr. Joctor. Right, Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. If you have a joke, give a wave. Nick.
Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. I'm channeling my inner Dick Van Dyke.
Hey, Cap.
Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. Then quit smoking, you asshole.
Corey.
Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. I think I got a flu.
Katie.
Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. Well, come on, governor, step in time.
Gerald.
Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep. All I can say is chim tree, chim true.
Corey.
Doctor, I feel like a chimney sweep because I keep talking like this, don't I?
I'm not sure what language that was. Right, okay. So, Canadian, there we go. Anyone else for chimney sweep? Come on, guys, let's not sweep this one under the rug. And, okay, let's grab another one. We'll do a couple more. These are like shorter ones. So we're going to go with Doctor. I feel we had Taxi Driver last night. Let's go with another one. I feel like a restaurant critic. Doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. Nick.
Doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. The eggs were terrible. Your face is ugly. The service sucked. You have the worst hospitality I've seen in the earth.
Fabulous. You're having too much fun with that one, Nick. Right, okay, Christine.
Girls laughing, that's worth my time right there.
Christine.
Doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. The doctor says, oh, come on, man, just spit it out.
Aha. Cap.
Doctor, I feel like a failed restaurant critic. Why do you say that? Well, I just gave a 5-star review for a rat that served me some sort of Italian dish. That's not sanitary. Ah, you're the guy from Ratatouille.
Ah. Okay, Nick.
Doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. Really, tell me why. Well, I want to say that your hospitality at this hospital is terrible. They have the food is very bland.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see. Charlotte.
Doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. People never want me to eat at their place.
Ah, Gerald.
Doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. Either that or a influencer because I want my food for free.
JD, then Corey, and then we're going to mix it up one more time.
Dodger, I feel like a food critic. My taste buds are very critical.
Very good. Corey.
The doctor, I feel like a restaurant critic. I tell you what's wrong with me, but I have a few reservations.
Aha, very good. Let's get one more. So we're going to go with, let's see. Ooh, Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. A carnival worker. So, Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. Someone who works at a carnival. Ruth?
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. Not fair, I don't think.
Katie?
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. Well, get off the waltzers then.
Gerald?
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. Austin Powers says, carnies are bad, small hands.
Okay, anyone else? Corey?
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. I tell you what's wrong, but you need to give me 20 tickets.
Okay, Nick?
Doctor, I feel like a carny. Yeah, all these... I lost it. Never mind.
Fabulous, Katie.
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. We'll just hook one of these ducks and we'll take it from there.
Charlotte.
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. Always surrounded by stilted conversations and clowning around.
Christine.
Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. The doctor says, well, let's get your stats. And he said, why don't you just guess my weight?
And Corey, to take us home?
Yeah, Doctor, I feel like a carnival worker. This whole thing is rigged.
Very good. Now, let's have a look here. So, 2, 4... Right, so 4 and a 5. We're going to have... we're going to go on to our next game. Audience, if you had any jokes, feel free to put them in the comment section. I should have said that earlier, but such is life. Now, okay, we're going to go on to our next challenge. We're going to have 4 performers, and they are going to play a game called Body Language. And the way this works is each of them are going to be assigned a body part, which they have to use as creatively as they can within the scene. Now, since we're playing body parts, a body part based game, if any of the performers don't want to have to use the body part in the scene, then they can just veto it. We'll get something else. So first of all, we're going to roll a dice to see who our 4 performers are. So we are going to have JD, we're going to have Gerald, we're going to have Katie, and we're going to have Christine. So let's put you on spotlight. Here we see JD, here we see Gerald, here we see Christine, and here we see Katie. Now, audience, could you start to suggest to us, please, something exciting, please, audience. Lots of suggestions of exciting things. We'll use them for the next few games. But for now, let's see some body parts that will actually make sense to use. So, JD, can you incorporate your teeth into this scene somehow? And Gerald, could you incorporate your fingers into this scene somehow? Ooh, these are difficult ones. Right, let's see. No. Katie, could you incorporate your pupils into this one if you can? And Christine, could you incorporate your wrists into this if you can? Everyone happy with their body part they've got to use? So you can incorporate it either physically or through wordplay, but either way, your time starts now.
We're here to do something exciting.
Oh wait, did I not give you a suggestion of a scene?
No.
Did you
my
say exciting or
bad.
something?
My bad. Gerald, I love that you actually went with what I'd asked for. Right, okay, so guys, you are... this is going to be a scene, and you're about to release a video game. You are about to release a video game. It doesn't get more exciting than that, guys. And here you go.
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. This is going to be the best video game of the century.
I've been testing all night, and my wrists are so sore. I think I have carpal tunnel.
I think we should do a little bit of. Oh,
solid.
I think we should.
So I've been playing it.
I think we should do a little bit here of sort of the what is it? The Three Stooges. We have Katie with those beautiful eyes there, and then we could go ahead and do like that there, and then and Christine can block with her wrists. That's excellent. And then JD, he could bite too, so we could actually add that to it. That would make it really intense.
I don't know. The last time I was aggressive like that, I got locked up and they put me in chains.
Ooh,
I think we should release the game to all the local pupils from the local school and see how they do with it. You know.
That's a good idea, and then we could have as a snack. We could have lady fingers, or in this time maybe man fingers.
Well, I think we're gonna count down until it's time to deploy this game. Here, I'll use my wristwatch to track the time.
And I'll comb my teeth.
Comb your teeth?
I think.
Oh.
I think we should serve ice cream to the pupils when they're trying out the game.
Yes.
Well, come on, guys, let's go! I'm very excited.
Yes, everybody.
Go. This is quite extreme, if you ask me.
Or extreme.
I'm just going to bat my eyelids until someone gives me a free copy of that game, you know?
Well, we're making the game, so why would you need a free copy since you already have one?
I don't know, Gerald.
Yes. Let's all smile and make this game together.
Show those teeth. Make sure to point them out.
We could smile with our eyes, because then with that smizing, and that's very good for the marketing strategy, you know? If we've got people who are smizing with their eyes.
That's a good idea, and then you can point them out, too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know which one of us is going to be the one on point to make this thing happen, but I say we play rock, paper, scissors.
And teeth.
Rock, paper, scissors, teeth.
Add scene. Rock, paper, scissors, teeth. I love
Man
it.
fingers was so concerning. What a concerning line.
That's such a great idea for a game. Rock, paper, scissors, teeth.
Rock, paper, I mean, it could be.
I think rock, paper, teeth.
Rock may beat teeth. Yeah. Okay,
That's true.
now.
Not if you bit the hand and throw it.
Absolutely. So, audience, it is now voting time on this round. Who do you think made the best creative use of the body part they were assigned? Would you say that Christine demonstrated that it's all in the wrist? Will you say that Katie can say that the eyes had it? Will you say tits and teeth to JD? I don't know what else to say there. Or will you give Gerald the finger? But yeah, I don't know. Like
the man finger.
Right. So anyway, put your votes into the comment section. I will tally them up. But for now, we're going to move rapidly on to our next challenge. So I'm going to get the other performers on the screen. Here we see Ruth. Here we see Corey. Here we see Capafave. Here we see Charlotte. And who haven't we had? And here we have Nick. So you guys are going to play a round of alliteration anarchy. And the way this works is, instead of being assigned a body part, you're going to be assigned a letter of the alphabet. And as much as humanly possible, you have to begin as many words as you can with the letter you have been assigned. So, for example, if if you were assigned the letter like P, you could say, "Pardon, Peter, Patricia put her panties over in the pantry." So there you can see I used mostly P's, but you can use other words that don't begin with your letter to make it make sense. So you can say any words, even if they don't begin with your letter, in order to make it make sense. But your goal is to begin as many as you can with the letter you've been assigned. So, let's see what this is going to be about. This is going to be a scene about spotting a flying saucer. Spotting a flying saucer. And let's see what letters you're going to have. Ruth, you have got the letter N for November. Corey, you have got the letter M for Mike. Capelthave, you've got the letter P for Papa. Charlotte, you've got the letter, I won't give you a vowel, you've got the letter F for Foxtrot. And Nick, you have got the letter D for Dildo. Now, let's see. Your time starts...
Where is David's head right now?
Well, you showed that I was with you in Dildo earlier, Corey.
That's right. That's
right.
Newfoundland.
Yeah, there's a callback. Right, and your time starts now.
My. Mavis, Marvin, Marcus, and Miriam, thanks for coming today.
Now then, Nick. Not
Nice to be here too, Peter, Patricia, Penelope, and Phil.
Look
My-
here,
For
Dominic, Danielle, and Donna.
My man.
What are we all doing here?
Your names merely mean nothing to me, I guess. Maybe I
Damn
misspoke.
it, Dave. Names mean nothing in this dance dilemma group.
Forget
People, look.
formalities.
Didactic dialogue today.
People, look! A flying saucer! Wow.
no,
Flying?
not
Damn, Dave, you're
not
right.
flying.
Flying or falling?
Now, not flying, not falling, nowhere.
Me oh my.
Dave,
Penelope, are you calling me a liar?
What
Dave,
now?
that's not what is dancing. Not the dilemma of that saucer is that it is dancing and is dangling in the air.
Moly mitt! What is that?
People of Earth, we Patronians are here to conquer.
A Martian!
Surrender.
A Martian?
Nobody.
Mercurite?
Patronians, we are from the Plasma Galaxy. We are here to poke you and take you with us.
My man, may I make a minuscule offer, a mention? Me and my men and women come in near peace.
Friends, not foe. Fighting is not for us.
Now, nobody
Let us-
needs nothing like that.
Doctor, you know what we need to do? We need to sell this the only way possible. With a dance off.
Peace is not an option. People, I need your pancreas and penises.
Maybe this Martian is from a different planet. Perhaps Uranus? My anus. Which one?
No. Neptune.
Neptune.
Pluto! Pluto is the planet, okay? You guys say it's not, but it's actually a planet.
Friends forever for free flying.
Nighttime.
Michelle might be my best friend.
Ah.
Don't you see?
Friends forever.
Maybe.
People, maybe we can be friends in Philadelphia, but not in Area 51. This is where I take you and probe you.
And scene.
My anus.
And scene. Well done. So, audience, who do you think made, the best creative use of the letter they were assigned? Put your votes into the comment section, either for Capelthave, for Corey, for Charlotte, for Ruth, and who was the other one? And Nick.
Ruth!
There you go. Excellent stuff. So put your votes into the comment section. I'll tally them up throughout the next
I'm going to vote
Mm.
for Captain or Ruth. I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
Nick, that's my letter.
I should remind you, the performers on the show can't actually vote on the show they're on. Performers that are on a different show, by all means, vote. I won't discourage that, but you cannot vote for or against yourself on the show you're on. And also, audience, I haven't said it tonight, and I haven't needed to, but on each time I say it's voting time, only vote once. Don't spam a name. We had that, one instance of it last night, but so far you've been wunderbar. So, we are going to move onwards. Let's see. We're going to have a couple of rounds of every sentence must. And the way this works is we'll either have 4 or 5 performers in the scene, and every time they say a line of dialogue, it must include a word from a set category. So, for example, if every sentence must include the name of a body part, you could say, my head hurts, and then you're literally talking about your head, but we want to use the words creatively. So you might say, I want to get ahead in the world, and, oh, you're such a dick. Use it creatively. You get the idea. So, let's have a look. We're going to roll the dice. And
That escalated very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we're going to roll the dice to see who's going to be in this first one. This time, we're going to start with 5, and then we will have 4. So, rolling the dice, I can see that we're going to have... Gerald. We're going to have Christine. We're going to have JD. We are going to have Ruth. And we are going to have Kat. So let's get you onto Spotlight. So I think it's a whole row for me, and then Gerald. So here we see Gerald, then Ruth, and Kat, JD, and who was the last person I said? Christine, who I cannot spot. There you are. Right, so let's see. Your scenario... So, audience, very quickly as well, could you start to give us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do? Your scenario this time is going to be about... oh, I love these suggestions. Blondie Einstein gave us Slaying the Vampire King. Slaying the Vampire King. Good. Now, every line of dialogue must include... the name, I don't know, we've never used this one before, of a human behaviour. Every line of dialogue must include the name of a human behaviour. Interpret it as you will. And your time starts now.
Hey,
We
look,
need to
the Vampire King is picking his nose.
We need to slay him, so I decide to stab him.
Okay. He's
Don't make him
he's
sad.
strutting around a lot, isn't he? I mean, look at that.
Can you all stop judging me, humans? I don't share your same behavior, okay? We vampire are from a higher society, okay? We do not judge.
I think we should judge him. We should also vote on to get rid of him or to keep him. I think we should get rid of him.
I think everybody should vote. Just spit it out.
Ooh.
Before you start your democratic procedure, like you Earthling humans do, I just want to remind you, I am an animal like you, okay? I hunt, I eat, and I survive, just like you.
I wasn't listening to him, were you? I just ignored him. I sort of spaced out there for a moment.
He's just farting out stupid things.
Okay.
Question.
Everybody.
You know, I feel like I should just blank him. You know, what do you think, JD?
I would disagree. I think we should embrace him.
Oh,
I think we should ghost him. I don't think we should embrace him.
Only one of you has the heart of gold, so rarely seen in man. He is the noblest of you all. For him, I grant immortality.
hang on.
Wait a second, yeah.
This him business, I think you'll find that, you know, the female among us dances to a different tune.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, King, but I'm not going to bite on that.
No.
Then I shall damn you all for your sins, lust, greed, and all sorts of other stuff, which are also human behavior, I think.
How is a vampire king gonna damn us? Damn him, that's what I think.
I think you're
He's
right.
He's just belching bullshit at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's blowing himself up, making himself seem bigger than he and better than he is.
You people are mean.
And scene. Well done. Excellent stuff. So, audience, what a challenging category as well. Now, let's have a look. Audience, it is voting time for this round. Who would you vote for? Would you vote for Gerald? Would you vote for Ruth? Would you vote for Capelfave? Would you vote for JD? Or would you vote for Christine? Put your votes into the comment section, and then we're going to do one more round of the same game. So this time, we're going to have Charlotte, we're going to have Corey, we're going to have Katie, and Nick, I believe. If Nick's about. I don't know. Right, let's remove these spotlights and get the other ones. So, it's Cap! Right, I knew you'd be the vampire, you had to be. Right, so, okay, let's see. So Corey. Let's find Charlotte. And here's Katie, and here's Nick. Excellent stuff. Your scenario is you've found the toy in the cereal. You found like the free toy you get in cereal. Your category is going to be let's have a look. Money, personal finance and money related terms. Personal finance and money related terms. So interpret that as you will. You have to include personal finance and or money related terms into every line of dialogue. And it's about finding a toy in the cereal. Take it away.
I've hit the jackpot. I found the toy.
Oh, yes, the asset. We finally found it.
There's a lot of doll hairs on this toy.
I found the toy and I'm not going to share it with anyone.
I've only had to spend like £500 in expenditure to get this toy. I've only had to on cereal, you know, on Shreddies.
This toy has a real pro fit on. Like the outfit is very Profit.
But it doesn't look like it's worth more.
USD.
It doesn't look like it's worth more than a couple of bucks.
Look, Bucko, I don't know about that, but you over there, you're looking like a dime, you know what I mean?
Have any of you noticed how cool it is that we finally got this?
Look, Penny.
Has anybody noticed that guy has his dong out?
Look, Penny, I love that you think that this toy is worthless, but we clearly all want it to have to be a worthwhile asset at this point.
Look, I don't think we should draw and quarter anybody here, but some people need to pull their pants up.
Yeah, I think that actually makes quite some sense.
Pens.
Look,
Sense and pens.
you can kiss my ass if you have an issue with my pants being down, okay?
Look, guys, you can just pound it against the table and it doesn't break. Just pound it against the table and it doesn't break.
I just want to go to Euro Disney. Can we do that? Can we all get together and just go to Euro Disney?
Wait a minute. These are Canadian doll hairs on this one. They're worth less.
Look,
Maybe you.
Why don't we try to sell it for face value?
Yeah, I think we have invested too much time into this to just take it so casually.
What I'm saying is pull up your pants because Nick is ill for sure. That is Nick's ill.
What is your obsession with my pants? With saying that? Why are you so invested in me pulling in my pants?
I think everybody is invested in that. Doesn't profit anybody.
Look, I'm trying to find a balance. I'm trying to wear my pants end and when my shirts begin. I'm trying to get a good balance of that.
Look, I give you credit for that, but
I think you're excelling at that. That might be one. That might be a British reference, but everyone's excelling at this.
You should really pull them up when you're in company, though.
Fine. If you want to make a big deal about me pulling my pants, I'll pull my pants in. There, you happy? Jeez.
Euro in trouble, Nick, is what I'm saying. I've called the police.
And scene. Well done, guys. So, audience, once again, it is voting time. Who do you think made the best use of the category? So either vote for Corey, for Charlotte, for Katie, or for Nick. Put your votes into the comment section and we will find out who wins that round, score some extra points. Now, audience, looking at the clock here, this may be the beginning as we go towards the end. We're going to go on what may be the finale game, or if it runs really short, then we'll do one more joke-telling round. But we are going to do an extreme monologue. And the way this works is each of our performers will get the opportunity to perform a monologue. And as much as possible, they have to try to avoid repeating any words whatsoever. They also are not allowed to hesitate, which in this game we count as an extended pause or saying a non-word like or If they break either of these rules, any of the other performers can call out freeze. If they correctly identify that a rule has been broken, then that will be the end of the monologue and we'll record the time. Now, there'll be bonus points for the longer you keep going, the maximum amount of points you'll be able to get, up to 1 minute. You'll get a point for every 10 seconds you manage to keep going. Now, because we are in championship mode season, we're also going to play the deviation rule. So you're not allowed to list, you're not allowed to... it has to be a monologue, it has to tell the story, and so it can't just be that you're saying random words and it's not in English. You can't draw out your words really slowly because we'll count that as a hesitation too. So let's have a look here. I'm going to roll the dice and see...
That's a dong. That's the dong.
Amazing
it
stuff.
wasn't crude. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
I meant
Thank you
I
for
knew
clarifying.
what you meant.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice and see who's going to go first. Oh, just 1 second, just before we do. No, that is fine. Right, so going first. 2, 4, 6, 7. Ruth, you will go first. So let's find a character for you. Could you please be, for us... this doesn't quite say a character, but I'm going to allow you to... I'm going to almost allow you to choose your own character from the suggestion. The suggestion is Addams Family Christmas Lunch. Addams Family Christmas Lunch. So, would you like to be Wednesday or Morticia? Would you like to be Gomez? Who would you like to be, Ruth?
I think let's go with Morticia.
Okay, so you are Morticia Addams. You are doing something about Christmas lunch. You're not allowed to repeat any words. You are not allowed to hesitate, and you're not allowed to deviate from this being the monologue you're doing. Your time. If anyone notices any of these rules broken, call out freeze. Your time starts now.
Might seem deadly to you, but chicken is the way to go at Christmas. Not turkey, not
Freeze.
just
Oh.
realised, yes.
Right, not. Right,
Not-
okay.
not-
Don't worry. Still a very respectable time there. 21 seconds. So let's see who's going to go next. So, 2, 4, 6. JD, you will go next. And let's find a character for you. Let's see. Could you please be... JD, could you be Cher, building a time machine to turn back time? You are Cher. You are building a time machine to turn back time. And your time starts now.
Yes, it's time. I'm way too old. I need to...
Freeze.
What was the challenge?
I'm.
Time.
He started on.
Oh wow, we are playing it very harsh there, JD. Very
Well,
harsh. These happened. Okay. I think it was Dave Green. Dave, if you're watching, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But on one of the championship shows a couple of years ago, he got Hannibal Lecter, and at the beginning he went and had a repetition of or something like that. It was amazing. But sometimes it happens right at the beginning. So with this, let's roll the dice and see who's going to go next. Next up will be Corey. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be Rambo. You are rollerblading in Walmart. You are Rambo. You are rollerblading in Walmart. Take it away.
Hey, Adrian, get over here. I got my rollerblades at Walmart. Get out of the way.
Freeze.
Freeze. What's the challenge?
Probably.
Get.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, get.
Get over here.
And that was a spot-on Sylvester Stallone. We can all agree. I'll take my Oscar.
No, fair enough. Okay, going next will be Christine.
I'll send you a Rozzy, though. Anything.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Could you please be Daffy Duck going to the dentist's? Good alliteration there, audience. But Daffy Duck going to the dentist's. And your time starts now.
Oh, the yes. My bill has no teeth. I need install braces. Even though I don't have those white things in my house.
Freeze, what's the challenge, Katie?
Repetition of I.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
rough
It's
one.
cutthroat.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I'll be honest. I loved your
Oh,
impression.
Ruth.
I couldn't understand much of the beginning because it was quite high
If not, I
pitched.
think I have
Right.
to.
Well, you don't understand Daffy Duck
I
either.
don't. It
so-
was, I understood
That is
exactly
true.
what you're doing.
That
I was
is
like,
true.
this
That
is
was
a
a great
Daffy
Daffy
Duck
Duck
impression. We're in
Yeah,
trouble.
it was.
Right.
Perfect.
Give her
Okay.
an Oscar.
let's see who's going to go next. Next up will be Capplefave. Cap.
Me?
Yes,
Let's
you.
roast this guy.
Could you be from Daffy Duck to Elmer Fudd watching the Thong Song video for the first time, as suggested by Rob Kirby? You're Elmer Fudd watching the Thong Song video for the first time.
Rob, you perv.
And here you go.
Be very quiet. I'm watching thong, underwear, panties? No, boxers. Yes. Good. Bugs. Wearing them. No. Hunt. Bunny. Duck. 2. Porky. Meh. Allergic to pork.
Freeze.
Freeze, what's the challenge?
2.
I think so as well. I'm not certain, but that it rang on my spidey sense as well. 38 seconds, excellent time there, Cap. So, let's see who's going to go next. 2, 4, 6, 8. Katie, you will go next. Could you please be for us Albert Einstein writing nursery rhymes? Albert Einstein writing nursery rhymes. And here you go.
I'm just thinking about lyrics. Which ones to include in final version of song? How many words to use? Floaty.
Oh,
Pink.
Freeze, what's the challenge?
To use and to include?
Ooh. Do we agree on that one?
Yeah.
I don't
How
think so.
many sorry?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But
Yeah.
we can call foul later if we're wrong. But Katie,
Okay.
incorrect challenge. All of the words you have said still carry over. Continue.
Pink. Phrases. Cadences. Lyricism. Rich sounds for ears of children. Yeah.
Keep going. There wasn't a challenge.
Lovely sounds.
Beep.
Freeze. Yep.
Sounds.
Sounds. We had the sounds
Sounds.
there. Ah.
Yeah.
52
Good
seconds is a
I'm
spectacular
happy with
time.
that.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Rockstar.
Let's have a look. Who has not had a go yet? Give me a wave. Okay, so next up, we are going to have Gerald. Gerald, let's find a character for you. So, I don't. This is a true one for improv people, but tell me if you don't know who this is. Clive Anderson, the original host of Whose Lines It Anyway,
Yes.
getting more and more drunk as he talks about Drew Carey and Aisha Tyler. Right, so if you don't know who Clive Anderson is, feel free to be either of the other two. But you're one of the Whose Lines It Anyway hosts getting more and more drunk as he talks about, or they talk about the others. And your time starts now.
I'm Drew Carey. Clive Anderson? What are you doing? Aisha Taylor? Not that. Do this. Nor the end, nor beginning.
Oh,
Nor-
you know what you did.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry, so easy to
good
do.
though.
Very good time as well, 26 seconds. Okay, so Charlotte and Nick it comes down to. So next up will be Charlotte. Let's find a character for you. Could you please be for us? Let's see who we've got. I'm sure we've got a few more. You were Madonna. You were moonlighting as a bounty hunter to do good and make a little extra money. So you're Madonna. You are moonlighting as a bounty hunter to do good and make a little extra money. And your time starts now.
Roguing is over. Now, bounty hunting I need more money for music videos showing the world dancing, singing, acting, visiting La Isla Bonita on holiday. Bridget Jones sang Touched Like a Virgin, recorded by myself. Animals.
Three.
No.
Oh, Freeze, what's the challenge?
Well, I think there was a hesitation
Yeah.
there.
Oh, it was so
Quite a long
borderline.
hesitation.
It was so borderline. Oh, what are we
so.
saying here, guys? Are we going for hesitation?
No, give it to
Oh,
her.
I'm gonna
going,
allow
keep
it.
going.
I'm gonna allow it. It was as borderline as you can get, but I'll allow it. So all the words, Charlotte, you said, we'll continue and go for it.
People searching, capturing, ringing the police.
And that is time. You were so close to the end there. Well done. Well done. Okay, so now, Nick, it is down to you. Could you please be for us? Let's find one more character. Could you be Abraham Lincoln, trying to win a dance-off? You are Abraham Lincoln trying to win a dance-off. Now, I'll remind you, this is about a monologue, so it can't just be a dance. Now,
I was
your
not planning to dance.
Okay, your time starts now.
7 years ago, I was challenged to a dance-off by that rascal, George freaking Washington. Every Sunday night, he loves to move his body to the music.
Is that a phrase?
Well, yeah, it was a repetition of he.
Repetition of he. 30 seconds still, a very respectable time. Okay, so is that everyone has done their extreme monologue? Now, having a look at the clock, I will say, audience, we're about to come on to the big vote. Do not vote yet. I will explain a couple of things before we do. So along the way, we've scored bonus points, but this is the big vote that is going to make the difference. This is like capturing the golden snitch. Your performers need you, audience. So in a moment, and not before, I'm going to bring up a timer which will indicate that the voting period on the show has begun. Any votes that come through on this final vote before I have started the timer will not be counted. It will run for 2 minutes, and any votes that come after the 2 minutes will not be counted. In reality, you'll actually get ever so slightly longer than 2 minutes because I'm going to monitor one of the streams on one of the platforms just to make sure from the audience perspective at least 2 minutes has been seen. When I say voting is over, then no more votes will be counted. And audience, I'll remind you again at this stage, do not double vote. So you get to vote for one person, don't spam their name, don't spam multiple people's names, because if you do, I will disqualify you, audience member, and your votes will not be counted for anyone. So let's have a look. On the show tonight, we have had Gerald, Corey, Charlotte, Christine, Ruth, JD, Capelthave, Katie, and Nick. Now, 5 of our performers, so half will go through to the next round because we've had 1 or 2 actually that couldn't get here, and then we had 1 or 2 that was able to join. It's going to, excellent there, Corey. We've had things balance out, but 5 will go through. 4, we will thank you very much, and at this point, you will not go further in this competition. But we have shows every week, so come and have fun whenever you want anyway. It's been a pleasure to have you all. So, audience, get ready. Oh, hang on, one more thing. I'm going to be concentrating for the next 2 or 3 minutes on counting up the votes. So, performers, if you want to tell some jokes, I can give you a joke-telling thing. If you've got anything you want to plug, then you can plug stuff as well. But because I need to concentrate on the vote, let's not just sit here in silence with my head down counting stuff. Let's say you can tell jokes, which will be, why was the blank stopped by the copper? And just to give you something to get started with. If you want to say, why was the swimmer stopped by the copper, go for it, or feel free to plug things or chat away. Keep the audience entertained, but audience voting is now open.
Why was the swimmer
Monkey dance.
stopped by the copper? Because they kept doing breaststroke.
Hey,
Why was the
Sorry.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was trying to drown his sorrows?
nice.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was drunk coming out of a dive bar.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was speedoing in public.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he tankini'd it straight onto the pavement.
Why was the French swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was pissing down the pool. Très bien, yeah.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was acting like a fish on land.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Well, his wife issued a complaint. Apparently he was a slow swimmer. Sorry.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because his wife issued a complaint because his eel was too small.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? The copper saw him cross the street, and that just isn't gonna float.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? I don't know, but the copper said, you're under a breaststroke. So
Why
stupid.
was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was in the wrong lane.
Hey.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was having a stroke at the time.
Oh, what kind of stroke? Okay, wait a minute.
Why was the swimmer stopped by the copper? Because he was crawling.
Okay, audience, if I can just let you know that voting is now over. Voting is now over. Any votes that come through now will not be counted, audience. Any votes that come through now will not be counted. Performers continue to tell some jokes. I'll give you another thing to tell some jokes based on. Let's go with, why was the waiter or waitress stopped by the copper? Why was the waiter or waitress stopped by the copper? I'm going to be tallying some votes.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? Because he was just getting the tip.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? Well, the light changed, and he just couldn't wait.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? He failed to take the order. It was...
Why was the waiter or waitress stopped by the copper? They were giving really bad service.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? He kept tossing everybody's salad.
Oh, jeez.
What? Caesar.
Yeah.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? Because every time anyone asked for Caesar, he would yell, with or without anchovies, in a dramatic voice.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? Because he kept menacing people with a really large pepper grinder.
Why was the waiter stopped by the copper? Go, Jaden.
No, what? It's not very good. Go ahead.
Come on, Cap.
Why was this waiter stopped by the copper? Well, he didn't wash his hand, and that's a health code violation.
Okay, guys, if I can interject here.
Uh-oh.
We have a tie-break situation.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I will announce the ones who are definitely going through, and then I will announce two where we will need a tie-break.
Oh.
So hang on 1 second. Let me just double-check something. Yeah. Okay, so definitely going through to the next round. It's Capelthave.
Oh, I protest.
Well, he may protest this because Corey.
Oh no!
I protest that one.
Charlotte.
that.
Charlotte. Reaction.
Yay!
And Katie.
Oh,
Yay!
Now we have a tie-break situation. So I want to thank everyone else if I don't say your name right now for these two. But for the last two where we have a tie-break situation, it is between Ruth and Gerald. We have an equal number of points. So the way we will settle this is with a final extreme monologue. So the way this will work, I will toss a coin or I will roll a dice. I will roll a dice here. And basically, one of you will be odds, one of you will be evens. Whoever it lands on gets to start the extreme monologue. And then if you challenge the other one, then you get to take over the monologue, and whoever is in control after 1 minute will go through. Okay, so let's say, Gerald, you will be odds. Ruth, you will be evens. On the screen, not that you guys can see, but I'm going to press the dice, and it is 8. So, Gerald, you are odds. Ruth, you are evens. You get to start. I'm going to get a random character from the suggestion generator, and it's going to be a fictional character. It is Iceman, which is one of the X-Men, maybe. Iceman, he makes ice, I should imagine. The scenario is... No, I'm not going for that. You are visited by an angel. The first one was you have 8 nipples. So, you are Iceman... You are visited by an angel. You're not allowed to repeat any words. You're not allowed to hesitate. Ruth, you get to start this. Gerald and only Gerald, you can call freeze if you notice that Ruth breaks one of the rules. And here you go.
Angel, wings are beautiful. Oh, damn. I turned you into ice. Sorry. Could unfreezing happen, please? Now? Make a wish. Didn't work. How about now? Thawing.
Freeze.
Freeze, what's the challenge?
Was it now?
Now?
Yeah.
Can you say when?
Yes.
Do we agree on this?
Yes.
Okay.
She did.
So, Gerald, you take over. And Ruth, get ready to call in. If you spot something, go.
Frozen. Unfrozen. Over there. Wait a second. Here. What?
Freeze, freeze, freeze. Only Ruth can call. Only Ruth can call. Only Ruth can call. Okay, and continue.
I give up. I give it to Ruth.
Actually, on a hesitation, we'll.
I said I
super
twice,
awkward.
too.
Are you sure, Gerald? Are you sure that's what
Yes.
you're saying?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I will say that because obviously you didn't say words after you came back in, but the clock ran. So, Ruth, I will hand it to you. Gerald, that was very courteous of you there. So everyone give Ruth the round of applause. Everyone, so for those who didn't go through, so therefore Gerald, JD, Nick, Christine, thank you so much. It was very, very close throughout. For all of everyone that does go through to the next round, it'll be very exciting to have you next in the next round. Audience, do check out tomorrow night. We're going to have not 1 but 2 quarterfinal rounds at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time. But for all of our performers, I hope to see you back lots and lots of times, whether you go through at this point or not, because it's fantastic having you all here for Extreme Improv XStreamed. Now, audience, give us any final thoughts or comments in the comment section. But for now, let's find out where we can find everyone on social media. So, Charlotte, where can the people find you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at CharlotteMarina_, which you can see somewhere down here. You can find me here on Extreme, and you can find me in the World Monologue games.
Fantastic. Gerald, where can the people find you?
On Instagram at Gerald Geek, one word. And on
Fantastic.
Geek Battle.
Awesome stuff. Corey.
Oh, yeah, folks. It's me, Corey, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm doing a improvised version of the movie Twilight, everybody's favorite here in Toronto. It's at Everything Improvised on Instagram. Or if not, I'll be in Dildo, Newfoundland, a real place here in Canada, with my best friend, David.
Okay, JD.
All right, I'm JD Bertram. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Gmail, bergie.jd@gmail.com.
Awesome stuff. Nick.
I'm Nick from Virginia. You can find me on Insta and Twitter on the Geek Battle here on Improv, and occasionally making a fool out of myself with a bunch of other improvisers.
Fabuloso. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Sorry.
Christine.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. You can try me on Instagram and Twitter, but I won't respond.
Ruth.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts. I promise I will respond. And look, I have books.
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Very cool books as well. I should have them ready as well. Capelthave, where can the people find you?
Oh, well, you can find me with Corey just praising me every day. If not, you can find me on SWAT teams, where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. And recently I did a short, what would happen if you combine the Backstreet Boys with Doug? If you want to figure out the answer, go check out my channel, and you can also watch a video where I will learn all about Halloween just by watching a movie when I was a kid. And you can also find me on Xstream on numerous shows.
Okay.
I'd rather not.
Right. Okay. I think I haven't skipped anyone here. So, audience, for me, my name is David Pustansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pustansky, spelled Pustansky. You can also get any of my books, including the Big Book of Improv Games, The Ultimate Guide to Creating Virtual Theatre, and the other one, The Improviser's Bucket List, and some more which are coming very soon, which are all available on Amazon as paperback or Kindle editions. So, with that, our audience says, love every minute of your shows, David. Thank you very much, Jamie. Your cast has been awesome tonight. Lots of thumbs up. This has been fantastic. Lots of love. Amazing. I feel so blessed. Rob Kirby says, great show, players. You all rocked my socks. Congrats on being awesome. So, with that, from me, until next time, make sure you stay safe, always stay extremed, and ciao for now. Boom.
Hey.
And we're off the air. Great show, everyone.